Says we're live. Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys.
See who's in there. See who's in here. There's Kaylers. There's One Way. There is. Oh, look at all those links. Good Lord. More links. Wow. Hey, Jenny Lynn. Jenny Lynn's the first one in here. Her and Huawei. So let's see if somebody comes in now. Jenny Lynn, Pam said our topic was going to be how snakes taste like chicken because we don't have a topic. Let's see what she says. Are you at work or are you at home? Susie's going to be here, but she's running late. Hey, Lucky. Happy Friday. I know that's right. I know that wasn't Star.
No, that was me.
No.
Star, the drama queen. She ran. But she didn't yipe anyway.
Right.
Hey, Star, what you doing, huh?
Hey, Anthony. You lurking while driving. All right. Don't drink and drive, though. There, I just saw the notification came to me for the stream, so it must be starting to go around. That's weird.
Stone. You can say rattlesnake does not taste like chicken. I know there's big rattlesnake cookouts during the summer in eastern Oregon and stuff, but I've never been to one. So
yeah, I've seen those where they have the roundups and
yeah,
yep. There's a reason they do that though. It's because of the loss of predators or something. Can't remember. There's too damn many of them.
I've been in places before where there was lots of them, lots and lots and lots of them.
We used to have a lot of copperheads here, but I was blessed with king snakes. I don't know if I still have them or not. I never see them, but I never see copperheads either. It's probably why the kings aren't around because they ate all the copperheads. Would you ever keep a poisonous snake, Mike? Be honest.
I don't think so.
No?
Venomous snake.
Yeah, right.
Poisonous snake, and some people are going to have a heart attack.
I know. Well, as soon as when you said "the," I knew what you were going to say.
Hey,
hey, Tommy boy.
Everybody knows what you mean, but whatever you say, so it doesn't matter to me.
Right. Pam's pretty good at reading my mind. Pretty good.
Yeah, one thing I've been craving, nobody around here has, is frog legs.
Ooh, frog legs are good. I used to go to a Chinese buffet that would have frog legs every Friday.
Wonder where they get all those frog legs.
Off of frogs, probably.
Probably. No, I mean, did they catch them out back or what?
I don't know. This was in LA, so I imagine they had a bottom somewhere. Diego, hello.
Hey, Diego.
When I lived in Florida, they shut down this Asian place I love to go to because the duck were those Muscovy ducks, those ugly black and white ones from the pond out back. They were killing those ducks and roasting them. They shut them down. I'm sure I had some of it. Survived it. Frog legs are awesome.
Oh, the worst I ever had was one of my exes brought home some homemade tamales from this lady at work. He bought them from her. They were really good, but I asked him what kind of meat it was because I couldn't quite place it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I don't know. I think it's pork. And I was like, it doesn't really taste like pork, but whatever. I love tamales. So I ate a couple of them, and pretty soon I took a bite, and I felt something hard. And I pulled it out of my mouth, and it was a cat's claw.
What?
And I was like, yeah, this isn't pork. And I'm done.
Hey, Craig?
I said it's El Gato Tamales. No, thank you.
Oh my God. I know people substitute cats, or they used to, for rabbit sometimes. I don't like rabbit either. I had it once and it wasn't prepared right. Squirrel too. I had that one time and I got hair in my mouth. I'm like, nope, can't do this. Can't
Yeah,
do
that's
this.
like I love seafood, but my sister-in-law, who's a Filipino, she cooked some squid up one time, fried a bunch of squid up, and I loved it until I bit into one that was full of eggs, and that killed it for me. And she was like, "Oh, that's the best part." I'm like, "No, I'm done. I'm done with the squid."
With caviar. Yuck. Nasty. I know I would not keep a poisonous snake. I couldn't sleep knowing there was one in the house.
I had a friend that had one for many, many years. He had a rattlesnake in a big tank.
You didn't correct me that time.
No, I figured you knew. Everybody knows that poison it's not poisonous, it's venomous, but I don't really give a shit. I mean, everybody knows what you mean, so it doesn't matter to me. Also, hang on a second. Because I found this the other day and I sent it to Blackie and Sarah, and they were laughing pretty hard, so I'll show you guys.
Well, you know your screen's not open, right?
Yeah, I know, but I'm pulling it up, and then you can click on it. So just hold on a second. Oh, where is? That's not what I want.
Just forget it.
I want. Right there. Okay. There it is. Now you can click on it.
That?
Yep, that's it.
I can't read what that says.
It says, hold on, someone said poisonous instead of venomous.
Oh. My God.
I thought it kind of fit the situation.
It does, for sure. My vision is awful. Not getting any better. Mike got a new baby.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this got a new veiled chameleon.
You know he lost his tail that he had for... I'll be back. He's been doing that for 2 minutes. Yazzie. Connecting someone's mistake online is more important than his girl. Oh yeah, correcting someone's mistake. The difference is poison is usually, not all the time, dispersed through the skin. Venom is dispersed through teeth or other means. Yep, I've got a venomous snake, a fox face. It's got venom in its spines on its back. Nobody bothers it either. It sleeps with those spines sticking straight up. I've been trying to come up with a new name for my snake, my new one, I was telling Mike. But no luck so far. Guys, you're just worthless. Worthless. Sometimes I can get something out of the name or what morph they are, but it's a blackhead pin, mahogany fire, 50% het hypo, 50% het pine. So I don't know. Nothing jumps out.
Oh, what did Mike get? You started to say Mike got a new baby, and then I didn't hear what he got.
I got a veiled chameleon.
Oh, very nice. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Shane. A boy or a girl?
Don't know.
Don't know yet. So it's a baby then.
Is it a veiled or what?
Yeah, it's a veiled.
Oh my God. I looked like he wouldn't be. Gomez is sitting right there. I don't know if y'all can see. Every time I go live, he's right there, right up against the corner of the cage. Gomez. That's the only time. I don't know if it's the talking or what. It's probably Pam's croaky voice.
Must be up.
Like
Gary Duncan, hello. He says, I used to catch water moccasins down by the creek during recess at school. Oh, no, thank you. When I lived in Texas, and my youngest was about 5, and I was told there was a lake on each side. I lived in this little tiny town with a population of 600, and there was a lake on each side of town. And everybody told me do not go swimming there because both of them were full of water moccasins. I was like, well, that's pleasant. And don't let your kid play in the yard because there's a bunch of fire ants and chiggers in the grass. And you had to be going in and out of the house really quick because the hornets would fly in every time you opened the door.
Where was this?
In Texas. Oh. You know, Texas, where everything in Texas bites, stings, or has thorns, you know that.
It's our version of Australia.
Yep. So, yeah.
I've only been to Texas.
Gary, Daniel.
Jeff Kane, hello.
Trying to think where the river, San Antonio. I had to go there once for work. The river's down under ground level, like a foot down. That was really nice there. Hot. Oh my God.
Yeah, Texas does get hot.
But no humidity.
Oh, where I lived, there was a lot of humidity too. When I moved off of the Cape and moved to Montana, I had to go swing through Texas and get my stuff out of a storage unit. And it was in June, the first part of June, and it was 120 degrees. I am not even kidding you or exaggerating. It was 120 degrees, humid as all hell. And we got there in the afternoon, and I went and talked to the lady at the storage unit, and I said, we cannot even go in the storage unit right now. And they usually closed at like 9 o'clock, and she said she'd leave it open for me to go in at night and load up the stuff that I had in storage, because there's no way in hell that we were going to load up stuff out of a storage unit when it was 120 degrees outside.
You got another leopard gecko, Anthony. You have to show it to us. I've got 3, but none of the 3 that I get, they just came to me. We need to have Anthony come on here on Reptales.
Yeah.
And show his geckos and his snake.
Hi, Snugster. That's not me. I don't know who's doing that.
It's Yazi's cricket.
Oh,
Wait, Pam set us right out, didn't she? Not me. I was trying to find just before I came on that oddities. It's snakes, reptiles, and all kinds of other animals. It's going to be about an hour or hour and a half from me in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Am I getting sick? No, but I thought I was going to die yesterday, and then I got so sick I was afraid I wouldn't die. I got real sick yesterday. I was telling Mike all of a sudden like flu, and I came home and went to bed, and I didn't wake up till this morning. Didn't walk my dogs or feed them anything all night. But today I was able to breathe and go back to the ark. But I'm better. This is just the aftermath. It's like a 24-hour thing, but I've never been that sick. One of those Tennessee bugs.
any sign of Susie yet? Are you watching for her?
I am.
Okay.
If she's there, the light didn't turn on. Anthony said if he could get home traffic, I guess that means he'll show us his critters. Yazi has a jitterbug phone. Yazi's been laying low since Worm got here. Yazi, come here. Yazi. Kind of hurts my feelings. There's Princess. It's just like he just let me go and let her have me or something. He's in the bed, I guess. Thought we were really tight. It goes to show you. There he is. Come here, boy. There he is. Oh, boy. Ah, there he is. There's the Yaz.
Hey, you little shit. Get over here.
There's
Come on.
the Yazi.
Get over here.
Baby.
I know you're trying to get into something. I know you. Get over here. There's Yazi.
Yep.
There's the Yazi.
I think he figured out you were talking to another dog, too. I think you're busted. I think you're busted. There's Pam. There's the Pam. Yeah. He's got glaucoma now in his right eye, and he doesn't see very well. That definitely took some of the air out of his cells. Wind out of his cells. Isn't it, baby? He's real good about taking his eye drops. Everybody's saying hello, Yazi. Where you going? Oh, I am so tired I can't even think of a topic or anything to talk about. But I didn't want to cancel since I did Wednesday. I felt fine Wednesday, I just had a lot to do. Maybe that's why I'm sick now. So does anybody, I'm going to start a betting pool. Does anybody think Susie will ever get a hognose snake?
I don't know. Hi, Sketty Nana. What do you want, you little shit? Huh? What do you want?
Here's Susie, I think. Yep. Talk about her and it made her pop up. See
Are
there?
you talking about me?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, sorry I'm late. Oh my God, I was running late. Ugh.
I said, does anybody think Susie will ever get a snake, a hognose snake?
Oh, I wish. I wish. Oh my gosh, the more and more I'm seeing them. But there's a reason that I don't have a snake right now, and I guess I can fathom that because there's been two different instances in the last 2 weeks where one of my enclosures, the latch fell down and it went ajar. So one was with my crested gecko that I talked about before, and the other one was my tomato frog. Thank goodness the tomato frog doesn't go far. They don't go anywhere. They just sit and wait. But it's like, okay, am I getting lazy or is my granddaughter helping me not as efficiently as I would do it? So there are some things that I want to hone down and clamp in first to make sure, and I definitely want to get that misting system set up. I don't have one. I want to make one.
Yeah.
Scratch. So got to be a way to do that because I am just, especially now with my other daughter with both wrists broken, like I'm not here 3 times a day, whereas before it was like fun. I would just go around and miss. Now it's a little more difficult to keep that misting going when I'm not here.
Yeah.
So
I have a CPAP that I don't wear anymore because I weaned myself off of it.
did you?
I've been taking it. Do what?
Why?
Because I hate it. I don't sleep well anyway, and that was one more thing. I sleep in traction. I mean, I've got 4 things. I had to get rid of something. Something had to give. But I could use that as a mister,
Oh yeah. Now John's CPAP machine, it's life changing.
Yeah.
He even when we go camping, he brings it everywhere he goes because without it, oh my God, it's horrible. So I'm surprised, but that could be a misting system. And I guess one of my questions is, I didn't mean to just come in and start jabbering away because that's what I do. I just jabber. Is creating a misting system, does the bucket of water that it comes from need to be sealed tight to create some kind of pressure, or can it be just like a bucket of water or a pond of water? Or does it need to be sealed so that something else happens? I'm not sure what motivates everything for working.
I think the CPAP has to be sealed, but I don't know about like a bucket if that would or not.
And I know the little misters that I got for $15, they're sealed.
Yeah.
You take it apart and then when you put them on, there's a rubber gasket. I know the one I saw in the store was sealed, but I don't know if it has to be.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I wonder, has anybody out there in Reptile Land created their own filter? It'd be interesting.
I would really like to have one on my chameleon and also on my, that last big snake I got.
So I was thinking, hold on, let me get my wand.
Did you say a wand?
I don't have a Potter wand either. Although I have a Harry Potter wand, this is a different wand. So I have one of these. I cannot find a nozzle to fit this, and this is perfect. But I can't find a nozzle to fit this, and I've been searching the internet that gives a fine mist.
Oh, yeah.
And if I could, then I could just attach a pump into the bucket and have it at like on a timer. You know, the timers that you push and pull. You don't have to set it. They're like really old school.
Right.
And make it so that it goes off for 5 minutes and then stays off for like 5 hours, 8 hours, then it goes off for 5 minutes. So it's like a spray mist. But without having that now, it's got a nice nozzle on it, but it's certainly it would work for plants. Like hanging in my house, it would not work inside enclosures. It would just drown everything, and there's not enough mist to spray.
Hello.
Could you get something to put inside of the nozzle that so when you screwed it down tight enough that it would make a mist like the pump?
Like a steel ball?
Yeah. Something inside there. I don't know what it would be, but that's the same principle.
Either. And I have found them that do fine mist, but they're in another country, and I can't find them in this country anywhere. It's just an odd, maybe because this was made, but this is just a nice, it goes onto a hose.
Yeah.
I don't need the special tiny hoses. So I'm trying to figure it out. And then I've got a garden irrigation system, which will
Oh, wow.
probably work. And I can get it all
yeah.
set up, but then I'm left with a small hose. Then what? Where do I put, like, where does the water come from? And what keeps me fluctuating it? So
I could see me coming home one day and my dining room be flooded.
Exactly. So that's my main holdback with getting any other ones or moving forward. Like, I want to make them deep bedded, for lack of a better word. They're bioactive, but I want a deep. Oh, look at that! Smart rainforest spray system. You want to explain that, Mike?
I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how it works. But I got this off of Amazon for I think like $50.
And can you open it and see what is it? Just a pump, or maybe it's like a. Maybe that'll answer our questions.
Yeah. Awesome. You could probably tell we don't have a topic, a formal topic.
Oh, no, I just assumed I never do.
No. Where's the reservoir at?
It doesn't come with the reservoir. I thought about just getting those 4-gallon water jugs.
Oh.
Just pump it out of there.
Yeah. Nice.
What is it? It does. I think it's me. Am I freezing?
It's not freezing here.
It's probably me. And it's so funny. I can find foggers and I can hand make my own fogger, but fogging does not replace misting.
No.
It looks really cool, and it does create a slight amount of humidity, but it's certainly not misting what I need to be misting.
Right.
And when I'm misting it, somehow I got to make sure it goes underneath the heat lamp so that no misting is going on and creating bulbs to break or anything like that.
Mike, what are you going to use that for?
I think I'm going to put it on Dusty's tank.
Nice.
And is it just for one tank? Is it for one tank, or can you add another line and put it on 2 tanks? Is there a splitter to make it?
I haven't read all the instructions yet, so I'm not really sure.
Right.
The Dusty's tank is a 75-gallon. It comes with 2 nozzles, so
Oh, that's pretty big.
it should cover it.
What was the name of it again? I'll write it down this time. I wanted to Google it.
What's up, everybody in the chat? Hello. I'm so sorry I'm late.
I said I didn't know what you'd gotten yourself into.
What it was my parrotfish died, but it wasn't yesterday. It must have been the day before, and I think my Oscar was in distress. So.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
I had to quickly do a 75 to 85% water change, make sure that was set up, make sure you had, and then I had to make a makeshift, like I have a big hang in the back filter in front of the tank because I just needed something to get things moving. Because even when I do a water change, the Oscar pouts. So he's acting weird. I hope he's okay. But I think it created a horrible ammonia spike, and I don't know why the parrotfish died.
Weird.
And it smelled so bad; it was this big.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know that Oscar.
Up in the middle.
Rachel O'Leary has that big Oscar. Captain. What's his name?
Captain.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Something pants, poopy pants, or something like that. Anyway.
Grumpy pants.
Yeah, my Oscar, the one that I rescued when he was little with the one eye, He started doing stuff like hers. He pouts and he lays on his side. He scares me when I go in because
Yeah.
he's just laying there on his side. And if I go in, he gets up. You know, weird. They're funny.
They are funny, but I felt bad, but I knew I couldn't stop in the middle because I was in frantic mode. What's
Oh, you
this
got
say?
immersed views. Nice. Doing their
Getting a
job.
small amount of white mold, and the springtails aren't doing their job. Wait, what is it in my immersed Bucephalandra, right?
Yeah.
So they got springtails. So do you have a tub with just goose in it and it's getting mold? Is that what you're saying? Or is it growing outside? That's right. That's what immersed is. I got you now. I would try to clean off the boost first. Still go with the springtails. If the springtails aren't doing it, I would get that out of it, like with a cloth and a little soft toothbrush or something.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide, that's a good one.
Spray it with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, but I'm not sure if that would kill the springtails or not.
Yeah, I definitely take some out and have them on standby
Yeah.
just in case.
It's funny. It's immersed. What is the substrate that it's in? Is it like actually in like charcoal like substrate? That's interesting, especially with the springtails. If it was whatever the substrate is in partial charcoal, that would be perfect. I'm shocked they're not eating it. Is that you, Pam?
Yeah.
So how is everybody tonight? What's new in the reptile world?
You weren't here when Mike said he got a new chameleon.
What kind? A veil?
Yeah.
Oh, did you bring them out already?
I think I'm going to call it Chico.
Chico. I like Chico. I like you. I like Chico. That's awesome.
It's
How
not
big
a,
is it?
it's not a
Okay, I
pine
need
bug like I
coffee.
had before, but
I'm going to go throw some coffee on the stove, so hold on. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Is it male or female, Mike?
I don't know.
So if you look on their back legs, there's going to be a third toe. Is there the toe there? Because they're born with it. If they're male, if they're not, it's a female.
That little white spur, they're born with that.
So that'll tell you if it's male or female. You can usually tell from being real teeny tiny.
They come out with that. They come out waving that little white spur. I'm a boy, I'm a boy.
Yeah. Oh, they're worried about the hydrogen peroxide hurting the boost. No, I wouldn't imagine so.
It shouldn't.
Not at all. Because if you add just a little bit more, like it dissolves into the water. It'll hurt the stuff growing. I mean, I put it on my Anubis. My Anubis Nana. I know Boost is more expensive. I don't think it's more sensitive, is it? Although I've never grown it immersed, so I don't know.
No,
I know
it
some.
shouldn't be. It's probably a little tougher even since it's immersed, I would think.
Covered
Yeah,
holes on the top and sides. I missed it every few days. I can wipe off the mold off a leaf, but not the rhizome. I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pam's right because that's what we use for submersed plants.
Lava rock is awesome. I love lava rock. Does anybody notice something behind me?
Let me blow you up. Hold on. I'm blind, you know.
Yep, you gotta blow me up.
Let's see. There's a. Oh, there he is. And I started to say his tank's empty. Nope.
I moved my angels into this tank
Oh, yeah.
because they're not. I've had them 3 years. Nobody's paired off. They look very small. So I'm thinking whatever. And there's now 7 instead of 8. I don't know. I didn't see any remain. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on in that other tank. So I brought them over here. I'm going to split them between these two 29s side by side. I'll put half and half and see if I get any better results.
Yeah.
I'm very, very upset. I got these before the pandemic. Look how tiny they are.
Wow. Maybe they're pygmy angels. They
But
are small.
bright light, they are so blue. They're not white at all. Obviously, I could put on blue light, but that's cheating. But they're really blue.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful blues.
Yeah.
Anthony said that isopods actually eat some molds, but not sure which ones. I thought I had heard that about isopods, but I
Really?
wasn't sure enough to ask. Do you guys float your plants when you're first bringing them home? If yes, for how
Yeah.
long?
Very interesting.
I do. I float my plants for like an hour or whenever I remember to go back. Usually I find them the next day.
My camera's a potato? What does that mean?
Your camera is a potato.
Am I on what?
It means you're blurry.
Oh.
Blurry.
Is potato.
Huh.
Is it blurry?
A little bit, yeah.
Let me put this on blue. Maybe it's a little light.
Yeah, Whip said they're very tiny. Yeah, 2019, yeah.
Oh, I think I'd feel bad if like Donnie from New York Gold saw them. I know they should be twice the size. Twice. Easy. But so I moved my blue car. I know it's not fish, but I moved my blue car over the 75 gallon. There's water all over the floor here. There's water all over my floor.
That is not a good sign.
I just stepped on the rug. I'm like, why am I in mud?
Probably Whip.
My filter is leaking. It's leaking out the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Is it running over in the back or something?
Oh, that'd be great if it was just wicking.
Uh-oh. It's a good thing you saw it now. Yeah. Honestly, I put mine into float and then think about it the next day. I've even done that with fish. God, I'm awful. But I've never lost one. One time, you know how Dan packs all his fish individually? I got like 8 or 12, something's probably rainbow fish, and I floated them and I counted them and emptied them out and all that. And I'm like, he shorted me a fish. I'm not going to say anything. And like 2 days later, I found the bag way back in some plants.
Oh,
my
no.
God. The fish was okay, but I was like, how stupid can you be?
I'm glad you didn't say anything to Dan.
No, because he would have sent another one if I'd said I'm short. I was short 5 fish, Dan. It's okay, though.
It stopped. Apparently, the filter is very dirty. I picked up a sponge in the back.
Oh.
It was regular after that.
That'll do it for sure.
That's the kind of fish keeper I am, yeah.
Dan messaged me yesterday and said, I found some, they were cichlids. I knew right away what they were. And there were like five kinds of Tanganyikan cichlids. And he said, do any of those excite you? And I said, Dan, I have a feeling I'm the wrong Bob. And no, they don't. I don't keep Africans.
I knew what you're getting, Bob Steve, huh?
Well, he came back and said, you're always the right Bob. So much. And then he said, but yes, it was Steenfot.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm glad you thought of Bob Steenfot anyway.
Yeah. I thought he said the water that they have out there is just not conducive to cichlids. Like around this area of the country, people love cichlids. I don't think out there they like them that much, maybe because of the water.
No.
That's a shame.
I've just never been a big African cichlid keeper. Never had luck with them, and never wanted to do the things you have to be successful. So, but I love my South Americans.
I
Susie's
never
froze.
figured I was either until Scott asked for do an
Somebody,
introduction to your African cichlids, and I started. And I like didn't realize how many I had. I was like, oh,
somebody screenshot Susie. Hurry.
what? Did I freeze in a funny face?
Yeah, not a face, but your emotions more than anything. There, you're moving now. You were kind of like this. I thought you were just doing it for emphasis for about 10 seconds, and I'm like, oh, nope, she's frozen.
You know, and it's funny that Sam is saying that because when I was doing more videos and live,
Yeah,
like everything I was producing and publishing was blurry. And I don't see it because I'm not wearing I haven't worn my glasses in years, and everything I see is blurry. It doesn't mean anything to me, like that fine detail. So I think I need to go to the optometrist because I think it matters.
yeah, yeah, it
But if
does.
I'm blurry, I don't see me blurry. Isn't that funny? But
Thought
I
I was on
probably am
this.
blurry, and I have no way to focus it because I don't know what's blurry and what's not.
What kind of plants are you getting in? How to transfer them? You'll get a lot of suggestions here. Isn't
Yeah.
it funny how we reverted right back to?
I know, fish. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're all fish keepers.
We do. We're cold-blooded. Cold-blooded, we are, but we're still fish keepers,
That's right. At least it's not food, not yet.
right?
Secretly microdosing you so. Oh, they're talking about. They thought they were on acid because you froze like that. Okay. Well,
Who's getting the plants?
Saints. I was waiting to see what kind.
I hope they're the ones in the jar. That don't have roots yet. They're grown in a sterile situation. They come in a tub.
In the gel stuff.
Yeah, because those, if done right, work so well.
They do. They really
The only
do.
way I can do them is if I don't put them in with fish. Like if I actually plant them or do the dry with the saran wrap and then add water. But as soon as I put fish in, even the slightest little CPD can disrupt them so easily just by swimming past them.
Yeah.
So
Cultures. Yeah, that's it, Daniel.
yeah, that's it. Yep.
I haven't bought any plants in forever.
No, if I need plants, I go to that tank, grab some. I go to that tank, grab some. I go to this tank and grab some.
Well, with taking tanks down, I've had lots of plants and I've given a ton of them away. And mostly floaters, but I still have plants to get rid of.
Ooh.
Having to do too much scaping to feed my fish even sometimes.
I really like this.
Have four 40 to 50 gallon buckets of all kinds. Lady getting out of the hobby. Oh wow. That's a dream come true there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wow. If you know what they are, you could just research like on a trusted site.
Yeah, if you're going to use them all, that's awesome. But if you're going to sell them, set up a store and dance fish. What do you call that?
Yeah.
Get
Hey,
gills.
Larry. Yep.
Hello, Larry D. Hello, Larry D.
My Buse work tissue culture. That's why mine are immersed now to get stronger before they get done.
I gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. Anything special to do? Not that I'm aware of. I've never grown Buse immersed, so I don't really know about that part.
Well, he's doing it in like the aquarium with the saran wrap on top, and you're misting them all the time. I'm assuming, right?
What it sounds
What I
like.
saw, I think, who was it that did a really good video on it? Was it Rachel? Was it someone did a? Oh, what was the guy's name? He used to be all the time, and he also did Miniature Metal Man.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
He did a really good video on it,
Yeah.
and his was successful as well. Mine, not as successful, but they gradually added water. Not like, okay, now they're submerged. They gradually added water, water, and water. So
Okay.
who is it that we're talking about? Why can't I think of his name?
I know who you're talking
I like
about.
him. I haven't seen him in a while. He helped. He helped so many of us like 4 or 5 years ago with our channels.
Yes.
Oh, I see his face. He's got like 4 or 5 channels. Oh my gosh, something tank, glass tank, tank in a box, tanks. Ugh, they'll
I
drive
have
me
no
crazy.
clue what they are, but we'll find out pretty soon.
They'll drive me crazy. Somebody in the chat's got to know him.
Yeah, somebody will think of it. I have no idea what they are. So I'm going to be putting them in our tanks. What you could do is do like identification videos, put them in the tanks, and then do like some slow videos, you know, just showing them and ask for people to ID them. I've done that before with kids.
Saint, do you have one of those little cameras that go underwater? That is really good for like sitting it in your tank and then letting the water flow for people to get a really good picture of it. What do you call those? The GoPros. I had a GoPro years ago. I loved it. I always putting it in my tank and walking away. And that's how I did my identify this plant. Help me identify this plant.
I know very few plants by their name, and even fewer by their slang names,
Yeah.
common names.
So plants, I try to always use a Latin name, always. Just so I can get a better understanding of who belongs to what family. So once you understand who belongs to what family, it's easy to, what care do they need.
Yep.
I don't do that with fish very well.
It's not Mike, is it, that you're thinking of, Susie? I bet that's who it is, Mike.
Yeah, not
My
Mike.
fish.
I
Who
want to
is
say
it?
last spot.
No, it's Mike that has all the beautiful plants, and we've had him on 2 or 3 times.
The guy with the lab jacket.
No, not that Mike.
No.
This is the one that used to do, briefly did a series with Priscilla on the weekends. His wife grooms dogs. We've got a couple of children, but he's in the military. It's something where he travels, like special ops or something like that. It's not my fish tanks. But that's who I always think of, and that's not him. All Things Fish. That's who it is, Anthony.
Oh, okay.
That's who I was thinking of. And he knows his plants. So if you can hook up with Mike at All Things Fish, he can tell you in a heartbeat what they are. I need to have him back on again. He always gives such a good presentation.
She said some are reddish purple and rest are mostly green and yellow, long leaf and short plants. I figure I can't go wrong either. Exactly. You can't go, first of all, free plants? Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Do you already have tanks set up or are you going to do them in tubs? That's it.
One of the things that was like a myth buster thing, he did that once. Mike said that red plants, you don't have to dose extra iron. But that's a myth. You do not have to do that.
No?
Nope.
Elizabeth, two fish came over my house once with a lot of red clay, and we let it dry out a little bit. Then we shredded it with the cheese grater, put it on tinfoil, let it dry, and then we put them in all of our plants. Now, as we were putting it in the water, red mist would, but it worked really well. For under $5, I put iron and all the tanks that I had that had red tanks in it. So that play works well.
Oh, you're paying $40 for them. Well, that's still not bad. You can pay $10 for a nice plant. So
Yeah.
have Mike tell us the pizza joke.
All right, Mike. You're up.
You're on, Mike.
No idea.
What?
What?
Anticipation.
I wanted to hear the pizza joke.
I know.
I do too. Pizza jokes are awesome. Now I want the frozen
I
pizza.
think Mike's lying to us. He's holding back. He's holding back more.
That's a lot of questions. Boa's doing fine. How big is the enclosures? Is 75, but people tell me I need bigger, and some people tell me that's plenty big enough. And from people that have them and breed them and raise them, a 75 is fine for an adult snake, for this snake. It does not climb because it's too skittish and shy, except when I'm not in the room. At night it climbs. It breaks down plants and moves big limbs and stuff. It's a heavy snake.
Oh,
And
Mike Fish has the pizza joke.
And I still haven't heard from the vet if she's ever identified those two kinds of worms she'd never seen in it from Brazil. So I've got to worm it. I wonder if anybody knows, Patrick's not on there, he would know, if you can worm a snake or a reptile by its food, like by putting it in a frozen thawed mouse or in a live mouse or something. You can worm the food, and then that will worm the snake. Otherwise, Susie, you and Mike are going to have to come and worm the snake. Hold its mouth.
I want to say his last name's Chung. This is going to drive me crazy.
Oh, I have a huge aviary that can be used as a reptile enclosure. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, that Mike has the pizza joke. Well, you wonder if you should build an enclosure should go 5 or 6 feet high. From what I've seen from mine, they're semi-arboreal, and they don't go way up in the branches. That much I do know from reading and researching them. And I did a huge amount of study, and trusted people that know what they're talking about. And you see them more like at eye level or waist level. They don't like to go way up. They're just enough to get there where a bird or a squirrel or something might come by and they could grab it. So I don't know if 5 or 6 feet makes a difference. Where are you looking at getting it, Whips? There's a guy that I wish I had kind of waited and got mine from him. Can't remember his name. I've got his YouTube channel saved, but he breeds them, and he's got a bunch of babies.
Yes, Anthony. Yes. I think you are right.
Oh, yeah. Chung, yeah.
He helped so many of us out. We all started around the same time. And he would kind of do what Nick Nimmons does, but he would do it in the fish community with us.
I think I started just before that, but I know who he is and I've watched him.
Yeah, I like him as a person, fish keeper, video maker.
Yeah. He's done some really, really nice things for the community. I won't give detail, of course, confidentiality, but he's helped a lot of the people out that needed help. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yes. Freaky Fish Lady. Howdy, Holly. Howdy, Holly.
Hello, Holly.
Oh, you're going to do a show with Chung? Well, let us know when it's going to be.
That would
Whatever
be
you,
awesome.
that would be so cool. Tanya is a really cool, down to earth dude.
Yeah.
So he's there near you, Anthony. Cool. People are
So
going to wonder.
let
People
me,
wonder what I'm talking about now. I've just done GoFundMe's for people over the years,
yeah.
and he always steps up. I mean, just that's all I mean.
Saint says his is 6 foot tall, 6 foot long, and 3 foot deep. Trying to get rid of it. Wow.
Where do you live?
That would be a good size enclosure for a big snake like that.
That would
Yeah.
be, yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah. And especially if you made a step up, like with cinder blocks in the back and a pad, so they had this level, that level, so they could still be buried and hide, but be able to stretch out. Oh, that would be really cool. So I had an issue with my blue tongue skink today, the baby.
South Dakota.
I
What
opened
happened?
the enclosure, and I guess he didn't eat all his cat food. It smelled so bad in there. I've never. My other guys eat up the cat food. I give them a scoop the size of their head, and this was so gross. And these tiny flies are in there. I actually took him out of the enclosure and put him in a plain box, like one of the tortoise boxes, and I was airing it out, cleaning it out. It was like disgusting. Disgusting. So I got to rethink this cat food.
That's who we're talking about there.
Dee Dee, hi.
Dee Dee. No, you didn't.
What are you guys referring to? That is the thing. I can't think of the channel name. I want to say Fishing Glass
And
Box.
the water box, I think.
That's
I think
it.
the water box.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Oh, I was all the way back to Mike. Sorry. All things fish. Hi, everyone. Has doors on site. I don't know about that corner shower thing, but I don't need one that big, Whips. I could use my own shower. I
Okay.
just have to make it when I do my annual shower. I could just take him out.
That's it. The water box pan.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Plant packets. That sounds amazing, though.
He did a really good dry start. That's the guy. Well, now that's just his intro. That is nothing. Here we go.
Yeah, the water box, Anthony said.
Yep. Perfect. Anthony, are you replying to me? First class is asking.
Right, Dee Dee? Oh, my God.
Annual showers are overrated. Agreed. I just took mine today. Good for the year.
You're good for 364 days.
I'm good for the whole year, man.
Is there anybody that you guys in the chat would like us to try to get on the on reptiles? Is there anybody?
Reptiles for amphibians or reptiles?
Anything? We ask a lot of people, and most don't respond because they're people we could never hope to have on, but some do. So
Yeah.
we hit the odds sometimes. If you do, let us know. You can put it in the comments too.
What about Eric Furlow again? Can we get him back on?
I've been trying, but he's been so busy that
Yeah.
It's the water box, first class. The water box. He's the one that I was saying was super nice. Susie
Have
was
you
saying-
asked Jenny? Do you want to respond to that, Bob?
I don't see what you're talking about. Oh, have you asked Jenny?
Yeah.
we have Dee Dee.
Yeah, we've asked her. We bagged and begged her.
That would be great.
Yep.
Yeah, the
She's
one
sleeping. She works a lot.
that I
And she,
never expect to hear from back is Snake Discovery.
I know that would be a dream come true, but that ain't going to happen, you know.
Right.
Yeah, they're so big and busy that
But anybody else y'all can think of, let us know. I'll ask. I don't mind asking.
Yeah. Because I think like when we put it out and ask people, it's only the people that are in our earshot. So we need your ears and your earshot to ask somebody if they would like to come up here, because there's so much we want to know. There's so much we want to learn. There's so much we want to share. And just us talking about it, because we're not know-it-alls. We're just the reptiles. And we
That
love
reminds me, you know the geeky geckos guy we had on a couple of times? He was in the hospital. I just saw his shorts about that. I don't know what happened. He's okay though.
Oh, good. That's what we do. Oh,
And there's what? Is there a gold colored turtle? I don't know.
of what color?
Gold.
I only know a decoration that's a gold colored turtle.
I'd be surprised if there's not. Those that we saw that have the knobs on them, the big knobs, Cole and I saw those. The big ones are real pretty gold, but they're not solid gold. There was a $4,000 turtle there. It was goldish. I can't believe it. My order made it today. Well, what did you order? We need to know what you ordered. We need to know. All right, guys. I'm going to walk these doggies, and my pedicure lady said she has 2 turtles and wants a gold one. Oh. All right.
I don't think I've even seen a yellow. I've seen some light tan, but I don't even think I've seen some yellow turtles.
Mm-mm. If she does pedicures, she could do a non-toxic color on it, maybe. Get the turtle popo on her.
You gave your fish a pedicure, Dee Dee?
All right.
Mm-hmm. On that, I think we're going to close.
All right. Sorry for being late, guys.
Grasshopper said with spray paint, anything's possible.
I'm not listening to this conversation.
I know. You're going to see steam come out Susie's ears. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody on the panel. Thanks, everybody in the chat. And thanks, mods. And we shall be back with reinforcements on Sunday night with the Tennessee Fish Mafia. And Susie, you go what time on Sunday right before that?
7 o'clock Eastern.
Yep. So we start off with Susie, and then we come over here on the Tennessee Fish Mafia at 8. So we shall see you all then.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.